Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Nexa, 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 next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
From the Grenadian capital, this is Network News for Friday, May 19, 2023. Headlines: dengue cases and hospitalization figures continue to rise. Water shortage impacting water supply to the southern part of the island. First Caribbean International Bank, workers down tools over unresolved matters. Also in the broadcast, regionally, Antiguan police intensify probe into recent spate of armed robberies and other crimes. Internationally, Syria's Bashar al-Assad attends first Arab League summit in 12 years. Plus in the sports news, Grenada Football Association says thank you to the Confederation of African Football for shipment of footballs. We are reporting the day's news. Stay with us.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening from the Grenada Broadcasting Network. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. The Ministry of Health is encouraging Grenadians to keep their surroundings clean to reduce mosquito breeding sites amidst an increase in reported dengue cases on the island. My colleague Nisha Paul has this report.
Dengue, or breakbone fever, is a viral infection that spreads from the Aedes aegypti, or yellow fever mosquito, to people, which can also spread chikungunya, Zika fever, Mayaro, and yellow fever viruses. Acting Chief Medical Officer in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Sean Charles, says the prevention and control of dengue is the most important element in addressing the dengue outbreak.
You must understand that these mosquitoes can breed in anything that can hold water, including discarded tires, tin cans, bottles, flower pots, storage jars, cooling systems, drains, and there are some ornamental plants that can hold small quantities of water as well. These must be examined and they must be eliminated. These mosquitoes can inhabit many different settings, such as homes, schools, businesses, healthcare facilities, and they like shaded areas of these facilities as well. We encourage everyone to just spend a little time, at least once a week, examine your surroundings for sites where mosquitoes can breed.
Dr. Charles issued this plea after presenting an update of the epidemiology data during a press conference on Friday.
In EpiWeek 19, it total of 39 cases were recorded, with 10 individuals hospitalized. 60% of the hospitalized cases were from the parish of St. Andrew. The parishes of St. Patrick, St. Mark, St. John, and St. David each had 10% of the hospitalized cases.
The data shows an increase in the number of dengue cases by 19 and in the number of hospitalizations by 7 compared to the 20 dengue cases recorded in week 18, which included 3 hospitalizations.
The age group, the single age group that was most affected were the 25 to 44 years age group. However, we note that 56% of the reported cases were ages 24 years and below, or 24 years and younger.
He notes that treatment of dengue is based on the presenting symptoms and advised against self-treatment using over-the-counter drugs such as ibuprofen, Motrin, and aspirin.
Now, these medications, such as the ibuprofen and the aspirin and so on, they tend to inhibit your platelets. All right, so they will basically worsen the situation. And aspirin, in addition, can cause another severe complication, especially in young children. So that is why the public is advised to stay away from these medications.
According to Dr. Charles, mosquitoes are most active during the day and encourages persons to keep their bodies covered as much as possible. He further encouraged the use of mosquito nets, insect repellents, door and window screens as added mitigative measures. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Well, challenges mount as the dry season takes its toll on the water systems across the country. We have more in this Christina John report.
The Annandale water system, which is the largest in Grenada according to data collection, is currently experiencing a shortage of almost 1 million gallons, impacting the water supply to the southern part of the island. It is among 12 water systems that are hardest hit, with some areas experiencing a significant reduction in production. As drought-like conditions continue to affect the region, the National Water and Sewerage Authority is drawing attention to the challenges faced by local water systems. Shamila Ragabe, manager of Production and Quality Department at Nawasa, indicated that most places to the south of the island are severely affected.
Our normal flows at places like the Annandale water treatment plant is normally within a range of 2 to 2.5 million gallons per day. What we saw was a 40% reduction in volume, which means we have about 1.4 million gallons per day being produced for the same distribution and supply zone, which means we clearly could not meet the demand, and therefore severe or strict valve regulation schedules had to be implemented. That's just one example. Other examples entail the Les Avocats water treatment plant, Piti Itang, Cloget, Mardi Gras is about to become one of those places that will also have to be scheduled, and Concord water treatment plant.
Ragube addressed the often expressed complaints about inadequacies in the water supply system.
For example, the need for raw and treated water storage tanks. The authority is very much aware that that's needed as of yesterday. But there's a process, and before the next dry season, I can assure the public that we will definitely have some of those storage tanks in place. Another thing they must be mindful of is that the infrastructure must meet or exceed what is required to transport that water from these new storage facilities. So therefore, there had to be upgrades or replacements in certain pipelines in certain areas, and that also took time. Apart from storage tanks, what we can look forward to is a refurbishment of some of our intakes, some of our dams. We have funding allocation for that. We also try to ensure that simple things such as communication, safety for operators, making sure that the daily operations and maintenance is being done and it is being accounted for, including valve operations.
While valve regulations and water truck delivery are implemented to manage the situation, the company notes that this is not enough to cushion the effects of the shortfall. NAWASA admonishes all individuals to manage their water supply and use it wisely during this challenging time.
Definitely one of more awareness when it comes to conserving and practicing water conservation measures. We may have preached this every dry season, but this time you have to be your neighbor's keeper. You have to be mindful that in order to feed everyone with a limited supply that we already have, please conserve water, fix your internal leaks, please store water when the water does reach your home, and please turn off your taps, in times of usage that is not called for, brushing your teeth or extra long showers. We're seriously asking people to be mindful of conservation. Practice it in the home, practice it with your kids. And apart from water conservation techniques, we want to encourage people to acquire water storage units, however small, just to meet the needs of the household while we rally through the end of this dry season.
Christelina John, GBN News.
Other news, Chief Executive Officer of the Caribbean Examinations Council, Dr. Wayne Wesley, has confirmed that Jamaica is the territory in which the leak of this year's Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate, CSEC Mathematics Paper 2, originated from. Nisha Peters tells us more.
Making the disclosure to members of the media during a virtual press briefing today, Dr. Wesley said CXE has been in constant contact with the Regional Administrator of Education.
The security measures which CXE has put in place has led to us locating the country as Jamaica and the examination center there, where the leak originated. In discussion with the Ministry of Education Youth, the matter will be dealt with following CXE's security protocols.
Acknowledging all the efforts that students put into preparing for Paper 2 on the mathematics exam, he said grades will be calculated differently.
CXE has determined that grades for this examination will be awarded using the modified approach. The modified approach entails assessment of the school-based assessment, which includes Paper 3-2, and Paper 1, which is the multiple choice paper. This decision was communicated to the Regional Ministries of Education in our meeting this morning.
The Caribbean Examinations Council CEO sought to reassure candidates that the security of the regional examinations is paramount and that their best interests remained at the center of the organization's decisions and processes.
CXE would like to reassure candidates that the security of the regional examination, is paramount, and their best interests continue to be at the center of the organization's decisions and processes. CXE will continue to provide updates as and when necessary.
Dr. Wesley says CXE is currently working with Jamaica's Ministry of Education as part of its investigations. Although the problem has not been referred to the police, he stated that this is still an available option for the council to utilize as investigations continue. Nisha Peters, GBN News.
The story to report, Grenlec's linesmen worked through Thursday night and Friday morning to restore electricity to consumers in Tempe, one of many communities across the island that experienced power outages on Thursday night. GBN understands that the disruption in the Tempe area was caused by a huge plum tree that fell, tearing down power lines and breaking one of the utility poles in close proximity. Grenlec explained what transpired in a state statement issued on Friday. It reads, on the evening of May 18, 2023, 2 isolated incidents interrupted electricity service in parts of mainland Grenada. In one instance, a tree fell in the Tempe area, breaking a pole and some major feeder lines at about 9:59 p.m. Electricity was restored to most customers who were affected within 2 hours. However, 32 customers in parts of Tempe and parts of Mount Parnassus remained out of service between 10 a.m. and 7:30 a.m. on May 19. The second incident was a line fault, which affected customers from Vendome to Snail Hall St. Patrick for about 1 hour from 9:53 p.m. Grenlec has since apologized for the inconvenience to customers for these unplanned events. The company thanks team members who worked throughout the night to repair the damage and restore electricity service to customers. Now, the eyes and ears of many Grenadians will be focused on the constituency of St. Andrew Northwest on Sunday afternoon, as Member of Parliament Delma Thomas is expected to reveal future political plans following her recent resignation from the New National Party. MP Thomas will update constituents at a meeting scheduled for Papadis Place in Mirbeau St. Andrew from 3 in the afternoon. Prime Minister and political leader of the National Democratic Congress, Deacon Mitchell, will attend the event as a special guest and deliver brief remarks. This is Network News live from the Grenadian capital. Still ahead from us, workers of First Caribbean International Bank dung tools over unresolved matters. We'll talk about that. Stay with us.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Delight in the delicate scent of Beep Captivating Orchid Air Freshener. Surround yourself with the floral sense of nature captured by Beep for a happy, healthy home.
Your dream home is taking shape right before your eyes. From the foundation to the roof, every detail is carefully crafted to bring your vision to life. With ACB Grenada Bank's mortgage loans, you can turn your dream home into a reality or unlock the power of your home to empower the next generation.
Our team of financial experts will guide you through the process to help you find the best financial options to suit your needs.
So, whether you're a first-time home buyer or looking to upgrade your current one, trust ACB Grenada Bank to make your dream home a reality. Contact us today to learn more.
Calling all athletics fans, the Whitsuntide Games at NACAC combined events are sprinting your way on May 27th and 28th, hosted by the Grenada Athletics Association. Experience the thrill at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. You'll be on the edge of your seat as top local and regional athletes from St. Kitts, St. Vincent, Trinidad, Barbados, Antigua, and Guyana compete for glory. Get the best view from the main stand for just $25 or enjoy the action from the bleachers for only $15. $100. Got kids under 12? They join the fun for even less. Gates open at 9 a.m. sharp on both days. Don't miss out on the biggest athletics event of the year. The Whitsuntide Games and NACAC combined events. Brought to you by the Grenada Athletics Association. See you at the finish line.
Notice is hereby given that the 94th Annual General Meeting of Shareholders of the Grenada Building and Loan Association, scheduled for May 24th, 2023 at 4:30 p.m. at the Presbyterian Church, Granitang Road, St. George, has been postponed for a date to be confirmed. The association apologizes for any inconvenience caused as a result of this postponement and will keep our members updated.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it, accessed using your debit card and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Network News, welcome back. Early morning standout as employees of CIBC First Caribbean International Bank stage protest action over unresolved matters. The bank will soon be under new management. Here's the report.
Seeking answers to their requests from the bank's management team before they transitioned, employees at the bank downed tools this morning. President General of the union representing part of the bank's workforce, Andrew Lewis, said he believes workers are being treated unfairly.
We are out here this morning to send a message to the bank that we are totally dissatisfied with their approach to resolving the outstanding matters, because we all know that the bank has been bought over by a cooperative bank, First Caribbean. And although the bank has not told us when they are leaving, our information is that that may happen anytime soon. The question of salary increase that we have written to the bank about, that we have made proposals on, the bank is insisting that they are not getting involved in salary negotiations because they are about to leave. And the workers have already worked for part of that period.
Increased salaries, severance pay calculation, and formula to be used are some of the matters on the table.
We need to know what are the conditions that the workers who may wish to go over to the successor employer, that's Cooperative Bank, what are the guarantees that they have, right? Because the bank wish to know from the workers who are interested in going, and that's a fair position, because they would have to calculate the severance package. The successor employer, Cooperative Bank, will need to know who will be coming over. But the workers who may wish to go over have certain questions that they want answered. And the bank has not been engaging us on this. So this is the right time for us. And we are hopeful. We are hopeful that there may not be any need to go beyond what we are doing here.
Lewis said some of the employees expressed their willingness to continue under the new management. He indicated they received communication from the bank during this week.
The bank has indicated, and they request the names. They wrote us earlier this week, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, asking for our help to get the information as to who would wish to go over. Something we had volunteered to do since last year, but the bank never took us on. Let me make that point. We offered to do that because we know we have been down that road before, unfortunately. We have been down that road where there are successor employers, right, especially within the banking sector. Don't forget that two of our larger banks are no longer around. But that First Caribbean would have used our experience. So we offered it, and they did not accept practically our offer. But as of this week, they made that request. We have reached out to the workers, and in no surprise to us, the workers have raised certain questions that we will prefer to the bank to be answered. So that will help the workers to make up their mind.
Lewis further explained that the formula used previously, which the bank insists on using, has been changed.
This package, there's an established severance package that is contained in our collective agreement, that has been ruled on by the arbitrators. We had an arbitration a few years ago. But the bank wants to create a division within the workforce because we have three bargaining units based on positions, based on the hierarchy within the bank. We have three bargaining units, but the bank wants to treat them differently. So the bank does not wish to pay all of them the same thing, despite the fact that there's what you call equity in treatment. Recently, as about probably a year ago, when they tried to use the formula that they were using donkey years ago, before we came in, they had done that. But then with our intervention, they had changed it. So why bring up the problem again?
Chrislina John, GBN News.
Meanwhile, customers of CIBC First Caribbean International Bank in Grenada will soon have another financial institution take charge of their affairs. Here's what we can tell you. This follows approval by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank of the sale of First Caribbean's business in Grenada to Grenada Cooperative Bank. The two financial institutions confirmed the approval and pending sale on Friday. Mark St. Hill, Chief Executive Officer of First Caribbean, says they are working assiduously to ensure a smooth transition of First Caribbean's customers.
Now that we have approval, the whole focus now is to ensure seamless transition of our clients to Grenada Co-op Bank. We hope to do that by July the 14th, 2023, and at the same time make sure that we are speaking to our staff there and that they are treated well in this closing.
All right, so the two banks will soon begin communicating to clients about the plans and dates for the withdrawal of services from CIBC First Caribbean and the transfer of client information to Grenada Cooperative Bank as part of the transition process. CIBC First Caribbean announced the proposed divestiture of its business in St. Vincent, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Dominica in October of 2021. CIBC First Caribbean successfully transferred its St. Vincent clients to the Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines last month. Legends in Concert is back following a 3-year hiatus due to the COVID pandemic. The event, which made its way from the inner scantum of the Grenada Broadcasting Network, has over the years become a staple on the local cultural landscape. It has provided a platform for some of the most iconic names in the industry, both locally and regionally. Organizer Godfrey Augustine is promising another stellar cast in 2023.
Scholar will go up against Western Rollins Proco. Proco is a 4-time Calypso monarch of Trinidad and Tobago. Scholar is a 10-time Calypso monarch of Grenada. Their line of Calypsos are similar. They're very good when it comes to political commentaries, and I know people are looking forward to that clash. So Scholar will go up against Proco. Black Wizard, social commentator, the best probably in the world when it comes to Calypso. He will go up against Gypsy.
Local hardware store Hubbard's has been one of the driving forces behind the success of the event from its inception.
We know everyone is anticipating the return of the concert, and it's evident today it is returning. That's why we are here. I am sure that some Grenadians are asking already, and I saw, when I came in, I saw Godfrey was on his phone, and I'm sure they were asking questions of where can I get tickets? So, right, I'm sure they're asking questions as to where they can get tickets, because the show, as I understand, is bumper success. And it's coming back after a 3-year break due to COVID. And judging from the past, it has been a huge success, especially with the name Hubbard's associated with it. Hence the reason we have held on to the prestigious title of title sponsor, and will continue to do so in the future.
Calypso icon and cultural ambassador Elwin McQuilkin, Black Wizard, thinks the concert plays a critical role in advancing the art form.
I congratulate Godfrey also for sticking to Calypso, because we need more announcers, more radio personnel, more media people like Godfrey, so that we can have more Calypso concerts. We could boost Calypso, because if we recognize that we have, in the last couple of weeks or so, we had about 5 radio shows, and we didn't have a Calypso show, but Godfrey believes in Calypso. And when you see, when you look at the concert, you realize that the power of Calypso. Calypso is not dying, but it could be sick, but not dying. It could be sick, but not dying. So we need that injection. We need more injections like this particular show.
All right, so Legends in Concert is counted for July 8 at the Grenada Trade Center from 7:30 in the evening. I have to mark my calendar for that. All right, there is a local company whose workers are always commended for their dedication to working effectively and efficiently. These workers are at the end of this evening's GBN Eyesore Lens.
A good eye catches all. GBN Eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
A concerned citizen submitted tonight's GBN Eyesore. Our Eyesore reporter said they were greeted with a sudden surprise when they met this roadblock while traversing through Tempe St. George during a widespread blackout that affected several parishes on Thursday night. Our citizen journalist is grateful the tree fell during a time when most motorists were indoors. We thank our citizen journalists for that submission. Our ISO line is open for your submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
When we return, Grenada to implement first digital wallet remittance service later this year. Back in a moment.
Your vision is our mission at Quartz Optical. Shop today for up to 25% off. And with Ready Finance, pay nothing for 30 days. Book your free eye examination appointment online at www.quartzoptical.com. Your vision is our mission. Up to 25% off your completed eyewear. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Conditions apply. See in store for details.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
And so it begins. A journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Big money, money, money. $3,000 every week for 3 months.
What?
Yes, it's the NLA's Crazy Cash Giveaway Promotion. Every week from April 11th to June 30th, 3 lucky Daily Games customers will randomly win $1,000 each week. Imagine winning as much as $36,000 in 12 weeks.
How?
Spend $12 in a single purchase on Daily Cash 4, Daily Pick 3, or Playway. Look for the words Cash Winner on your tickets to collect $1,000. The more you spend $12 on your favorite daily games, the more chances you have to win. Must be 18 or older to participate. All prizes must be collected by July 7th, 2023. Other terms and conditions apply. See stores for details. NLA, making your dreams come true. Money, money, money.
Here is a little known fact. There is only one place in Grenada that you can get an MRI scan done. That place is Spicile Imaging Center. Yes, Grenada, that's the truth. Other centers could offer you other scans, but Spicile Imaging provides an authentic MRI scan. We operate at Grenville and the Carnage. We provide the widest range of laboratory tests and services. CT scans, x-rays, mammograms, ultrasounds, and a host of other services. We are fully staffed by a team of family doctors and specialists. Call us today at 444-7679 or 440-1500 or visit any of our locations. Spicile Imaging, from seeing the doctor to getting lab tests, scans, and pharmacy services. We are here to take care of you.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
WePay, regarded as a leading payment solution in the Caribbean, has introduced the first digital wallet remittance service in the Eastern Caribbean. The launch at the Radisson Grenada Beach Resort comes as the company looks to revolutionize money transfers in the region.
WePay showcased the innovative features and benefits of WePay Remittance, which is scheduled to commence during the third quarter of 2023. It promises to provide a convenient and secure way for Grenadians to receive funds. WePay aims to redefine traditional remittance methods by introducing a seamless and cashless approach. This innovative solution enhances security and simplifies the collection of money from senders located anywhere in the world. COO of WePay Group, John Mollenteel, highlighted the transformative potential of WePay Remittance.
We are on a growth spurt and we see the world very differently because we see it from a Caribbean perspective. But we're exposed to all the developments of all the great things that are happening elsewhere in the world that we can bring right here in a way that meets you, your needs. There's one saying we have at WePay that we live by, and in a sense is the litmus test in everything we do. We meet you at your point of need.
CEO and founder of WePay Group, Aldwin Wayne, said this new initiative will bring about a significant transformation in the remittance landscape of the Eastern Caribbean.
It's a big, problem, right? You visit any one of the Caribbean islands, you see the same problem. The long lines around the corner waiting to get your monies that was sent 2 days ago. Long lines at the grocery stores just to get the money. So how can we fix this problem? WePay, a payment company, part of the remittance company, allow that remittance payment to go straight into your mobile device, which is connected to your bank account.
The adoption of wallet services in the Caribbean is still relatively new. The launch of this new service received significant attention from industry leaders, stakeholders, and other guests. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
Attorney at Law Anselm Clouden is speaking out against what he describes as the arbitrary, unconstitutional search of residents from the sister Isle of Carriacou upon arrival at the St. George's port. Nisha Paul has this report.
The law does not provide for you to search an entire boat or search every car that is carried by that boat from Carriacou to Grenada. Upon entering the port of St. George's, there ought to be no random or arbitrary searches as has been the case in the past.
Attorney Anselm Clouden contends that this is unconstitutional, pointing to Section 7, subsection 1 of the Grenada Constitution to emphasize his claim. The situation, he said, has plagued the people of Carriacou for well over 50 years.
Section 7.1 of the Constitution reads as follows: except with his own consent, no person shall be subject to the search of his person or his property or the entry by others on his premises. That's a general protective mechanism of the Constitution prohibiting arbitrary searching.
He also highlighted Section 7, subsection 2D, which speaks to authorized searches.
For the purpose of enforcing the judgment or order of a court in civil proceedings, the search of any person or property by order of a court or entry upon any premises by such order. A search warrant is one such authorized mechanism to conduct a search of someone's person, so that if you suspect someone of committing an offense or about to commit an offense or in the course of the commission of an offense, then of course you can arrest him, because in some instances there are certain offenses for which you don't need a warrant. They're what you call arrestable offenses.
GBN contacted the general manager at the Grenada Ports Authority, Franklin Redhead, who explained the reasoning behind the procedures at the St. George's port.
Vessels transiting from Carriacou to Grenada could come in contact with vessels or other kinds of ships, whatever the case may be, en route to Grenada, because that is open water. So it's not a clear case of persons transiting overland and may come in contact with anything in that regard as well. So I suppose when the RGPF evaluate the risk, they will make a determination as how to do, whether it is random searches or whatever other screening mechanism that they use that is applied in that regard. I think that is where some people have a challenge in terms of understanding how this works. But again, this is principally driven by the RGPF and its mechanics and the way they go through their processes in terms of screening and ensuring that the ports remain a safe place.
For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Grenada Football Association says thank you to Confederation of African Football for shipment of footballs.
Calling all athletics fans, the Whitsuntide Games at NACAC combined events are sprinting your way on May 27th and 28th, hosted by the Grenada Athletics Association. Experience the thrill at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. You'll be on the edge of your seat as top local and regional athletes from St. Kitts, St. Vincent, Trinidad, Barbados, Antigua, and Guyana compete for glory. Get the best view from the main stand for just $25, or enjoy the action from the bleachers for only $15. Got kids under 12? They join the fun for even less. Gates open at 9 a.m. sharp on both days. Don't miss out on the biggest athletics event of the year, the Whitsuntide Games and NACAC combined events. Brought to you by the Grenada Athletics Association. See you at the finish line.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
The NLA is giving giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Granville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Hello, sporting fans. Football clubs across Grenada are receiving new footballs ahead of the upcoming season. Grenada Football Association, GFA, has received a large shipment of footballs, complements the Confederation of African Football, CAF. Distribution to GFA affiliates has already begun, with a number of clubs receiving their packages at the recently held club management workshop at Royalton, Grenada. This donation comes on the heels of a meeting between the parties to discuss collaboration for the development of football. GFA President Marlon Glean said the objective was to get footballs for the clubs as soon as possible as they prepare for the upcoming season. He thanked the President of the Confederation of African Football, Patrice Motsepe, and General Secretary Veron Mongsengo Umba for what he called a generous donation of quality balls. President Glean is looking forward to a deepening of the partnership between the Confederation of African Football and the Grenada Football Association to further develop football on the island. Barbados women are the Super 50 Cup champions, with Trinidad and Tobago coming in second. More in this TTT News Report.
Anissa Mohammed led Trinidad and Tobago's Red Force Divas to their third win in the CG United Women's Super 50 Cup. She contributed 54 not out versus Guyana on the final day of the tournament on Wednesday, but taking the player of the match honours was Steffi Sugrim, who had a sensational 6-wicket haul to propel TNT to his 77-run victory at St. Paul's ground. Topping the tournament for the 5th time are the Barbados women, who executed a 7-wicket victory over the Leeward Islands at Warner Park to be crowned CG United Women's Super 50 Cup winners. Batting first, the Leewards posted 74 all-out in 27.2 overs. Barbados' best bowler was Seema Shakira Selman, who finished with figures of 3 for 9 in 5 overs. Barbados cruised to the target for the loss of 3 wickets, with Aaliyah Allen top scoring with 21 not out to help secure the 7-wicket win with 228 balls remaining. Attention now turns to the T20 Blaze, which begins on Saturday with 3 matches at Warner Park in St. Kitts. The marquee matchup will begin at 7 p.m. Eastern Caribbean time between Trinidad and Tobago and Barbados.
Finally, in the sports news, the St. Lucia Mixed Martial Arts Federation will host a special event this weekend to promote the sport on the island. The federation hopes the event will help raise awareness of mixed martial arts on the island and attract new fans and athletes to the sport. That's the sports news for now. Antigua's Police Commissioner Atlee Rodney says arrests could be imminent as police intensify their probe into a recent spate of armed robberies and other crimes. More in this ABS News report.
Recent crimes of acquisition, including robberies, some committed by gun-toting criminals, have caused growing concern among the public. ABS News asked the police commissioner what is being done about it.
Last week we had a meeting with a small team, then we had a larger management team on Monday where we have identified some of the players and some of the strategies going forward to address that.
He didn't go into details about specific investigations, but assured of progress in the effort to nab perpetrators in some of the most recent high-profile crimes.
Good evidence has been gathered and we are working towards some additional pieces of evidence to bring some arrests in those matters.
I asked the top cop whether the police's intelligence is pointing to the same set of hoodlums being involved in the recent spate of crimes.
Our intelligence is showing that it is not a large number of persons doing that. It is a small group. Some of them are connected to other players who give the impression, we would say, that they are not active involved in those criminal activities, but they are behind the scene and fueling the next generation of criminals into it. So we are seeing that trend is also happening.
And as the recent crimes have dominated headlines, the commissioner is assuring of a resolute and a very conspicuous police response.
Generally, we are going to be much more active in terms of our patrols, in terms of our surveillance, in terms of our intelligence gathering. These are some areas that we're going to be focusing on. We are also going to make ourselves much more visible to the general public. So we want to reassure them that we are mindful of what is happening, we are very much concerned, and we are putting measures in place to address them.
The police are also tackling incidents of youth violence. Law enforcers say they have stepped up stop and search and spot check operations nationwide and are taking a tough stance on possession of such items as machetes and scissors in public. A young individual was arrested for possession of a machete shortly after the announcement of the crackdown on youth violence. Meanwhile,
further afield, after more than a decade of isolation, Bashar al-Assad, the president of war-torn Syria, has been welcomed back into the Arab League. Al-Assad on Friday attended the regional bloc's 32nd summit that kicked off in Saudi Arabia's port city of Jeddah for the first time since his country's suspension following the eruption of war in Syria in 2011. We'll be back to remind you of the headlines. This is the Grenada Broadcasting Network. A reminder of the headlines if you're just tuning into the broadcast. Dengue cases and hospitalization figures continue to rise in Grenada. Water shortage impacting water supply to the southern part of the island. First Caribbean International Bank workers down tools over unresolved matters. Also in the broadcast regionally, Antiguan police intensify probe into recent spate of armed robberies and other crimes. Internationally, Syria's Bashar al-Assad attends first Arab League summit in 12 years. Plus in the sports news, Grenada Football Association says thank you to the Confederation of African Football for shipment of footballs. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. That's all from us at the newsroom at this time. Have a safe and great weekend. Take care. Good night.